What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy ETGJ, man. It's your boy. I'm back with another one, man. And I had to hop on this one, man, because I'm just getting back home from work, man. Riding back home. I'm listening to the pod, right? I'm listening to the pod. I tend to do that on the way back home outside of music. And an interesting topic came up, as you know, Kevin. KevinHart and Katt Williams, they got beef over the years. Katt Williams just did his whole interview and laid it out on everybody. Great interview with Shannon Sharp. And as of lately, well, you know what? We just gonna get into the video. I'm gonna let the video do the talking and explaining, and I'm gonna do my part of it. It's just a really good topic that I feel like, we can hop right into. And this is the Joe Budden podcast, and we're gonna hop right into this section of the show. And let's get it.
Nah,
it's fine. It's fine. But you were saying,
I think we are gonna get the real tea from this tour coming up. Kevin Hart's ex-wife says she's going on tour with Katt Williams because she wants to launch her comedy career.
Oh man,
see what social media does.
Man, it's foul out here.
I'm not blaming social media for that.
It's a dirty game. That's dirty.
I'm not blaming social media. Why? Tell me.
One, we saw Katt Williams go crazy on social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it put a battery in her back now to get her little words out against homeboy. And what dirtier way than to go on tour with? It's like your ex-girl going on tour with the nigga that's your nemesis that pop.
The ops.
I couldn't disagree more.
I was gonna say, where did she say anything about her jokes are gonna be derogatory towards Kev?
She did.
It's like it's an insinuation.
You could read through that. I didn't say
how.
Listen,
do you know anything about her?
And that's what I was talking about. How, like after Katt does the whole Shannon Sharp interview, he going crazy on social media. How do you think this is not a malicious thing to do? Like, this is your ex's nemesis. Like, this ain't a malicious thing. Like, this ain't overstepping them boundaries. Like, this ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's crazy. Like, Mel really trying to defend this. Like, this ain't some malicious, crazy thing to do. Like, that's weird. And then here we go, Joe with the cape. You know what I'm saying? But I'm with Ish on this one starting off.
History with Kevin?
Nobody gives. I know a little bit. But my point is this: even if she don't make one joke in his direction, the fact that you're going on tour with him, period, speaks volumes.
And he didn't have nothing nice to say about Kevin Hart.
Okay,
Nothing.
so
What are you talking about?
I mean, that's his ex-wife, so she might actually feel the same way. That's number one. Number two, Kevin Hart being the megastar that he is, and the fact that she is a very competent joke writer and probably stand-up comedian. Why didn't he ever give her the opportunity? Why not weren't we just talking about opportunity?
We were.
And finding opportunity and finding your lane? Well, if it's not going to be with the person that you think is the person who should put you on.
That's a good point, man. That's
find the fucking lane and find the opportunity and fucking explode.
Play with your little water bottle. Play with your little water bottle. Mute it up.
You agree with that? Because you were standing on the other side.
I don't agree with that, but I'm hyping on nigga. That's cool.
How you switch sides, my nigga? Like, how you? And that's where we get into the next part of this conversation of, like, nigga, how you start off on Ish side, and then once Mel jump into, she pushing her catering to the women, pandering for the women, the no accountability for the women. Now queens start to flip. That's literally his name, Flip. Ain't that crazy? No pun intended.
Well, you said what?
You pick your pom poms up,
Nigga, why would she checked you and you want to attack me? I got nothing to say, nigga.
Yeah, he talked his tail.
Don't do that.
We can have
talked his tail.
She said
Nah.
As you got a pandy shirt on, a pandy hat on. I mean,
She was getting so crazy, I had to get out of the kitchen. She set the kitchen on fire.
Mel
It's
is
nasty,
absolutely right
man.
to say.
It's nasty.
Well, come on, Joe. Stop, Joe.
She couldn't be.
You got mad at your man, but you're not mad at your man, but you criticized your man for still being your ex's manager.
I don't know what you mean. No, it was a joke.
That was just, you didn't really mean
I
that.
didn't say nothing about that.
Oh, I thought you, okay.
That might have been my suggestion.
It was. Oh, I take that back.
Yeah,
I take that back. Okay, I take that back. I take that back. You was part of my fault.
Yeah, that was a part of my manipulation.
Oh
yeah, nah.
I heard shorty.
Toxic, bro.
Yeah, no. My man to get your career together. No, you need a manager. What you need? You want to take some class? All right, hold on. Let me call Ice, man.
Let's see. Ice, I think you was shining this
Ice
position.
gonna hold you down. Yo, Hart, you getting your shit
He's
off over there.
stupid, man.
Ice,
He's
you hear him?
stupid.
He going too crazy over there. Yeah, no, ish. As dudes, back up on that. As dudes, right? This is a tough lesson you got to learn sometimes. When we fuck over our ex and they leave and feel like we fucked them over, they gonna do what the fuck they want to do.
That get back a motherfucker.
That's true.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Doesn't make it right.
She has.
True.
She has taken.
You do
this is
have
not
the-
her first rodeo.
You can do
She's
it.
done this at every turn. Whenever some bullshit come up with Kev, she make it a point to let y'all know I'm a comedian. I'm a joke writer. I am a writer. I helped write some of that shit that was funny for him. He played me. Nigga left me out here to dry. Same thing my first baby mom be saying. Don't go and get some success.
She wrote Pump It Up.
This is what the story gonna be. No, but she was there for the dark nights of crying and loneliness and just all the rigors all the tough shit that come with trying to be an artist.
But you see, you acknowledge that. Them
But
other niggas,
but
they
anyway,
don't acknowledge that.
so KevinHart did, hey, whatever happened, she left and she's bitter about how she left. And my career takes a little hit because you left. If I was pouring into you, which women do, and then you go pop and leave me, then I got to do what's best for me at all times. And Katt Williams is still Katt Williams. Why would she not, as an up-and-coming comedian looking for a break, take that opportunity? Back to our Ari Lane.
That's not what he's saying, though, Joe. Like, he's saying it's messed up. Like, he's saying it's messed up. That's what you doing. That's the route you going. He ain't saying you ain't got to do it. You don't have the right to do it. He's saying, like, yo, this is weird. That's messed up. Like, I understand we got our issues, whatever. Bro, we got kids. We got whole kids. And you going on tour with my nemesis? Like, my literal nemesis. Like, this dude hate me. We got kids, so what's going to happen when my kids come back home? Like, Dad, why is mom on tour with your this dude that talk trash about you? Like, say the worst things about you or has said these terrible things about you. Like, what type of balance is that for a kid brain? And like, how a kid supposed to feel about that? Especially in the Black community, like it's so much imbalance, and these kids is like they the ones that get the worst end of it. You know what I'm saying? But Joe got his toxic ways, just like, you know, everybody in the Black community that grew up a certain way take those traits with them as adults. So I don't agree with how she handled this.
Our relentless conversation. You think comedians of Katt's stature are banging down her door with touring opportunities frequently? I don't. So you think she should turn that down?
Now,
Because of the
just
optics.
because
Ish, if you could
Because of
get
the
back at
optics.
shorty that took your doors,
Never.
you wouldn't buy some doors up underneath there or something?
Never.
He's still angry about that shit.
I would be too.
No, I'm not. I would never do my integrity is different than that. So I'm not doing something at somebody just because they did something to me. It's not a get back to me.
Well,
I'ma be
well,
who I'm
we
It
gonna
shouldn't,
be
yeah, it
regardless.
shouldn't be a get back. It's the bigger picture of the kids, the balance, and order. Like it ain't no get back and me trying to get up, like get back at you, dog. It's a bigger picture to this.
But we unpacking the get back part of it. But the truth of it is, she's a comedian. He's a big time comedian.
And known for putting on.
putting
And known for putting on-
lesser known comedians.
True indeed.
I
lines
don't.
up.
I don't think that she looks the worst doing that. I don't. Now, if I'm KevinHart, then I feel like you.
No, I'm thinking.
Then you got to get your Jonathan Majors on. Stuff her somewhere.
Oh, shit.
You got to stuff her in like a
He's
basement in Katy,
crazy,
Texas.
bro. He's crazy.
For real. On Dayline the other day, that nigga had a freezer buried in his little
Are we
garage.
sure that Shorty is a comedian?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. You put your little
I just found out she was a comedian. Like I just found out she was a comedian myself. So did Ish. I'm guessing. So how is that not a malicious, weird, like a weird malicious thing? All of a sudden, you ain't been on tour with Hannibal, the dude Hannibal. You ain't been on tour with DL Hughley or nobody. Like, but now all of a sudden he do this press rollout and talking crazy on me. Now you finally go on tour. Now you can go on tour. So it might not even be no talent thing. It's just him trying to get at me. Y'all both trying to get at me. That's the crazy part.
I was looking. I never heard that she was a comedian, but she's been critical of KevinHart for the last damn near decade. Like any opportunity she gets to speak.
If we
against him.
break up and you go make $500 million without me, then I'm going to be critical of you. And I wrote jokes. Yeah, I'm going to be critical of you. I don't know why men feel.
And the
I
way
don't
he
understand that
departed, the
about men.
relationship was not on the up and up.
Yeah.
So let's
I
just.
don't be into
According to her.
And we don't.
that
We
part.
don't know that.
That part.
According to her.
And that's
But I mean,
it right there. That's where it is right there, yo. Joe, and I'm talking to the Joe Budden fans, and I doubt Joe gonna see this himself. This like the third, fourth time that Mel has put something negative on a black man's coat. Loose, free wind accusation on a black man's jacket. It happened with Cameron a couple weeks ago. She just did it right then with Kev. Whether he did something wrong in that relationship and it ended or not. Like it's an accusation. It's not needed to say. Like you could have said, well, we don't know what he did. Like this like the third, fourth time, yo, that she done did that. But whenever it comes to women, it's never that energy with her. It's only when it comes to black men. And then who's cheerleading with the pom-pom behind her is Joe. Like he did with Cam, and he got that backlash with that. He's doing it now. And that's why it's such an unbalance in the room with this nigga, and sometimes this nigga. Cause nobody feels like they can say anything in the room, Joe. Every time somebody's like disagrees with her, they hate women. Anytime somebody disagrees with Mel, they hate women. Anytime Mel throws something on a black man's jacket, Joe is cheering her on. And we literally just saw how Queen literally flipped his whole opinion on the whole thing once she jumped into the conversation, because he knows how things happened when Mel jumped into the conversation and she starts, I just, and you guys, why you keep bullying me? I just, and start looking like she about to cry, or she cries and Joe edits and cuts out the video. So then we know something happened or she was bothered. And we have the whole box situation again. And it's like, bro, you gotta, I don't know if her being a part of this show is the best dynamic because it's just so uneven and so it's not genuine. It's tension between people, and it's obvious tension to the point where people can't even give their real genuine opinion on topics. Like, and then on top of that, Joe, you got beef with Kev. That's another thing. Like, Kev, you and Kev got beef. So obviously, nigga, you not gonna agree with Ish. You not gonna feel like she doing something wrong. You might take her on tour, nigga. To be honest. So
she's the one making the moves.
He spoke.
And you
on
don't
it
know
before.
that she wasn't there. She might
He
have
spoke on it before.
And when I say beef, that's, you remember the whole Rory and Maul left. Kev dropped the whole video talking about like Joe Budden not being a good leader, and that's why his pod is breaking up and all of that, situation.
On them not really being happy.
I don't really think that Kev got a leg to stand on in terms of that. Like, what you gonna do? Call her and say something?
No, you could do whatever you want to do. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying,
and she can, but you can't say it ain't petty. You can't say it ain't.
That's your thing, and you
can't say it ain't petty.
Somebody's success is as a result, or you played a part in somebody else's.
Go
success.
get your own work
for the last 10 years.
Like, why you gotta create this unbalance in our family and have our kids split or something, like try to create this imbalance when it's already imbalanced because we both not in the same household raising our kids. That's what that's the point I'm making with it. Like,
if you were that talented, why didn't you jump out on your own too and start on the low ground comedy circuit and work your way up?
I don't think it's as easy as you make it.
It's not.
Sound.
I'm not disagreeing with. I'm not saying that.
I think
I know a
that
bunch of
she
comedians
has
personally
been doing that. Like, she don't never sound like there's been a shortage of the smaller clubs that she's worked.
And that is her chance to get on a bigger stage,
I guess. Sounds.
But at what cost?
Your point makes sense. I'm not knocking it. I'm saying me. Y'all point, what y'all said, what you just said.
I'm not hitting double tap when the pick comes up.
It does. I mean, but
good though.
I'm not.
Welcome to Iron Beam, the future of futures trading. With our cutting edge chart.
And you just got to be, I say it all the time, you got to be careful who you make part of your story, because now that's their story.
Sure.
That's their story now.
That's true.
She got every right to go up there with Katt and get her shit off the same way Kev get on stage and make fun of household shit. That's something that's a comedian go-to, I would think.
It is true.
Yeah, let me tell you about my ex-husband. And if I got a famous one,
turning up.
She has that right.
Come on.
She does.
We've been hypocritical now.
I'm a hypocrite.
Okay.
But you want to know what's interesting?
Depending on the situation, I can be a hypocrite. So can you. We're humans. I'm sick of that. Don't try to stick
No.
me to
I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying.
Say it all the time.
I change every day. I'm ice.
Man.
But I do want to hear.
Look at her forgetting
you.
or not wanting to now say what she was about to say.
I'm not targeting you. I'm saying that when we have been in situations with people, and those people now go public and say certain things about said situation, sometimes we look at them niggas like goofies.
That's because we've been in the situation.
That's my point.
Yeah.
But she hadn't said anything about anything.
And we don't know.
She hasn't said shit.
But we don't know that her bit is going to be based
We
on.
not even talk. She has said a lot of shit about KevinHart.
We talking about since that Katt Williams interview. She hadn't said anything. She just took a picture.
It's been a week.
But I don't think she even really gotta say a joke. It's just the simple fact that you're there. The fact that you're there and on tour her is the joke. That's the joke. That's not what they don't get. The fact that I don't think they get the fact that her going on the tour is the joke. she could not tell a Kevin joke the whole time. But the fact that she's even on the tour is like that's the joke.
In a week,
everybody been talking.
It's been a week. Katt on live now with fucking Willie.
Like
Willie,
that's
Willie
the needle in it. Like you,
Willie D gonna get to
you
it.
know, killing, kicking your ex back in.
A lot of
you
people
know,
come out confirming the Bernie Mac stuff.
Listen, they say
A
Katt
lot-
Williams is an
a lot of people
amazing
on his
person.
side.
Like I've been hearing for years, even before this, that he's one of them. He'll just go and take that, man. I heard you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you gotta appreciate
That KevinHart reply, he could have kept it.
He could have.
Yeah.
All of them.
Terrible.
Yeah, he replied a couple times.
Terrible.
Said was asked about the whole.
That one he could have kept too.
Yeah, on the Golden Globes.
Kept
and-
that one.
He could have kept it.
Yo, you got to feel great as Katt Williams
Absolutely.
to watch all of these people that you said are not funny not be funny.
And fumble a retort word.
Yeah.
Or still
and know that they can't really say, like they can't shit on you like they would want to. If it was somebody who,
Because you'll light their ass up.
No,
because you're right,
nigga. Because I got receipts and I could go show you.
What I'm
in
saying
such
is,
and
I'm
such.
correct. I'm right about it. And you know I'm right
I
about
don't
it.
think people care about the receipts so much.
I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the person.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh yeah,
I'm with you.
Okay, so
they know. You know, if you say, "Yo, Ice did some fuck shit," blah 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 blah, and I know I didn't, I'll attack it a different way. But if I know what you saying got some legitimacy to it, I might shut the fuck up a little bit, or I might address you a little differently because I don't want that part to come out.
That KevinHart replied, y'all, hey, what's the name of his crew? Those my guys.
The Plastic Cup Boys.
Plastic Cup Boys. Hey, y'all should have told him something. It's y'all job to tell him something.
So Joe getting in his extra hate bag. I get it. Like I didn't even watch the KevinHart retort. I'm guessing it must have been bad, but this is also coming from Joe. And I think it's some tension between him and Kevin anyway. So his opinion on that kind of watered down because of the past him and Kevin have.
Somebody should have said, hey, big dog. Well, that was live. See, that's the problem with live.
Yeah, it's tricky.
You got to
be extra diplomatic.
delay the tape.
Or funny.
That part.
You can be funny. Funny works. I don't give a fuck what happens. If you funny works.
I don't care if it's the truth. If it's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah,
funny
don't
works.
be funny if the other guy's hilarious.
Nah, you can't try to high road your way out of certain
If
shit.
the other guy's hilarious, I might tuck
So
something.
that's what happened. He tried to high road his way
I think
out
everybody did. That's
Yeah, and that
everybody's
ain't
response.
But yeah, I think they done with this. I think they done with the whole ex-wife thing. But hold on,
It's like a
not gonna
high
work
road.
here.
Yeah.
Not gonna work right here. This is comedy.
It really just speaks more to
Yes.
everything he was saying.
Validate everything he said.
So would the correct response to have been nothing at all?
Silence.
Say,
Yeah.
say
Funny.
complete silence. Don't say shit.
Be funny.
I wouldn't have said. I wouldn't
go
have
at him.
said nothing.
Every time
honestly.
the tweet about the movie, that was trash.
Yeah, they done with the whole ex. But yeah, man. That was my opinion on that. I feel like to be honest, I'm with Ish on this one, man. You can call me an Ishite, whatever. You can call me hating on Mel, whatever. I just think, like, yo, you can't deny the fact of that. That's a petty move. That's a malicious move. And that I don't think you can deny either. Like, you know, especially if he had kids with Kev on this, like, you know, that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, and it makes the family dynamic weird, even weirder. You know, like, you know, you calling your mom on FaceTime and she got Katt Williams next to her or something, and you with your dad. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Put yourself in that, like, in that chair, you know, but hey, that's that. And yeah, Joe, I don't think Joe like Kev anyway, so that's what kind of waters down his opinion on that. Mel's opinion, she's gonna always pander to the woman and then to the victim effect and the unaccountability end of it, you know, of topics. So and Mel ain't all bad. Like, she's not all bad, but it's just I think it's just an imbalance in the room between all of them, not just her. But I think she's a good bit of that imbalance because of how she weaponizes her being a woman, basically. So if that makes sense. So hey man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, man. It really helps us in the algorithm, you know, get these videos out. And let me know what y'all like. Let me know what y'all, what y'all want me to do, what y'all want me to react to. Like, I'm gonna keep pushing these videos. Like I said, beginning of the year, we're going crazy this year. Consistent J, ETGJ, man. We coming with everything. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I know y'all got things to do, places to be. And stay in your lane, stay positive, keep doing what you're doing. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.